Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kamal Nath, my first guest on the news after night. Mr. Kamal Nath, congratulations. Big test and you passed it. Were you nervous?
Of course I was nervous. Of course I was concerned that the political parties, all political parties, would not see through the politics of this. Because let's recognize what the debate was about. The debate was about FDI, but FDI has got to be settled in the states, not in the Lok Sabhas. Once we have a policy which enables states to avail of it. Here is political parties who for years have talked about federalism, have talked about rights for the states, and we gave this right to the state, we've given it to them to avail of it. This was a discussion meant for the Vidhan Sabhas of the states, not for Lok Sabha.
No, I'm sure.
And if there was anything left after that, it was only the politics
I'm sure that inside your room, when you were talking to all these parties, you were not discussing the nuances of FDI, you were doing politics. So my question to you is, 1 minute, Mr. Kamal.
I was not doing politics.
Mr. Minister.
I was explaining to them
Mr. Minister,
what the politics...
Mr. Minister. Yes, sorry. Okay, go ahead. After that. After you.
I was explaining to them what the politics of the BJP is behind this. The first thing which Mrs. Sushma Swaraj said, you didn't consult us, there was no consensus, and that's why we brought in the 184. That's what she said also in the meetings we had with her. Then she started her speech in Parliament on this note. After that, she went into imaginary issues of how the country would be sold, how the farmers would have no benefit, how the retailers would be killed, all imaginary.
What are you saying?
And this is the thing
what are you saying? You said you politically isolated the BJP. In that case, Mr. Kamal Nath, fact of the matter is, 14 of the 18 political parties in the House went against FDI, whereas 4 parties, NCP, Congress, RLD, RJD, supported the government move. No, 1 minute. So
that is exactly my point.
So my question is, if that is your point,
even Kerala, which is a state of the Congress party, have said we don't want.
No, but if that is the point,
now you didn't expect the Kerala MP.
If that is the point, then if this was not a debate on FDI at all, then this was not a vote on FDI today, because had their numbers been added up, they would have been 282. Right? So this vote is not on FDI. You concede that.
In their states.
You concede this was not a vote on FDI.
I completely concede this is something for them. There is something they can reject FDI. If they reject FDI, what's left in this debate?
So what you're saying is that this was not...
Lok Sabha cannot...
You are admitting this was not a vote on FDI. It was a vote on something else. What is that something else?
It's the politics of it. It is BJP who wanted to bring the politics of this, because whether there will be FDI in a particular state has been left to the states. So what does Lok Sabha do? What does Lok Sabha discuss?
What do you mean by politics of it? What do you mean by politics of it? What do you mean by the politics of it?
The Kerala MPs, I'll explain to you why. The Kerala MPs of the Congress party have voted against the motion. They don't want it in their state. They are very clear. They've said we don't want it in our state. Our own chief minister said we don't want it in the state. So they said we are not going to vote for the politics of this. Mulayam Singh, his government in UP has said we don't want it. So if they don't want it, they don't have it.
You're just saying that. You're just making that claim about the Kerala Congress MPs to take a few numbers away from what the opposition got.
No, I am not taking any numbers away. It's that they have been exposed, the BJP has been exposed, that all this whole debate was one about politics, nothing to do about FDI. But if there has to be a debate on FDI, it's got to be in the states. How long will this, or they don't want
How long will this communal argument see you through? You required the support of BJP to get bills passed. Are they not communal when you need their support? Are they not communal when you go to them for the SC quota issue on the pensions bill? They are not communal then?
It's not a question of support. It's not a question of support. BJP has got to see, they've got to recognize that these are for the good of the country. Now here the bills will come. We've talked to them. They've said certain aspects of it are good. They want to vote for it. They've got some reservations, 1 or 2 bills. We're going to discuss with them. We're going to engage with them. And we're going to try and converge with them. So that is for the good of the country.
No, but what,
it doesn't mean that there is any bargain or there is any deal.
Do you concede you are completely at the mercy of Mayawati and Mulayam? Because if the numbers are added up differently,
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not at the mercy of anybody.
No, but without their support, what would your numbers look like today? Without their support, without their abstaining from the House, had they voted with the opposition numbers would be 261. Your numbers would be 210.
I mean, how can you say you're not in their support? What if they voted for us?
What?
But how do you say they would have voted with the opposition? Would have
They
voted
would
for
not
us,
have voted with you on the
understanding
FDI
politics
issue.
of
They
it.
spoke against FDI.
In fact, I believe that Mayawati, BSP and Mulayam Singh should have voted with us.
You
and
can
not
say
just
that,
walked
but
out.
they did not. They did not.
I know they did not. That's the unfortunate part, because they were seeing through the politics of the BJP. They say we don't want FDI. I'm not shoving it down their throat. So when I'm not shoving it down the throat, then what are we talking?
The charge is that you misused the CBI to put pressure on the FDI issue on Mayawati and Mulayam. Now, you know there are pending cases.
Well,
Because yesterday...
these are charges of very poor losers. Honor, these are charges of very poor losers. Let them say that we got exposed in the politics of it. There was no FDI. You know FDI has got to be debated in the states. You know FDI can only come in if the states agree. Then what are we discussing in Parliament? That's my question. And I don't think they should be such bad losers that they blame CBI. When they lose, they blame somebody. And that's their habit all the time. They'll say, no, it's the CBI, it is that, it is this, we made a deal. Why don't they say that we got exposed?
Kamal Nath, the new troubleshooter, it seems, for the government. I thank you for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Kamal Nath, thank you very much. Thanks for that.